Well, I finished the fiberglassing, finally. The rest of the boat went so much better. I did the whole rest of the thing with the same method that I was using in the very end of the last video, putting down 2 sheets at a time and wetting them out both together. It went so much better. I feel like this happens every time I learn a new skill. I begin to be slightly comfortable with it right when I don't need to do it anymore. Anyway, the whole thing's fiberglassed. I'm almost done giving the whole thing a light sand, just so the whole thing will be smoothish. Once that is done, I can put the runners on and then paint it, and then the boat's ready to flip over. Unfortunately, the trailer is still not ready for the boat to be flipped onto it. I kept going back and forth about what I was gonna do about the whole bunk situation. There's just so many options, and then I keep discovering new ones. But I think I've finally narrowed it down to a plan A and a plan B. I have some stuff on the way for plan A, and if that doesn't work out, I should be able to get the stuff for plan B locally. But in the meantime, as long as there's not a boat on this yet, it would probably be best to, at the very least, get the wiring in for the new lights. So I'm gonna start working on that today. I have all this trailer wire. It's definitely not gonna be long enough. I wonder if I can buy this, like at Walmart or something. Oh, it's actually so cheap. All right, I'm just gonna go buy a kit and figure it out as I go. It's a very exciting day because in a matter of hours, maybe just 1 or 2, I am going to be able to throw these clothes in the wash for a cycle or 2 dozen and put fiberglass out of my mind entirely. At least until I have to start fiberglassing the inside of the boat, which, considering the speed that I've been working at, could be years from now. Got a couple hours today, and just a couple more things to do before we can flip the boat. I want to work on one of the bigger ones, which has had me kind of intimidated. I'm not sure why. Need to get a couple more supplies for this, so I'm off to the Home Depot to see what I can find. Oh, I went the wrong way though. In thinking about what I needed to get at the store, I answered my own question from earlier. I'm pretty sure there's 2 main things that are intimidating about putting these runners in. First, I need to get brass screws of the exact right length, and then also screw them in exactly right so that they go all the way through the oak and into the plywood of the bottom of the hull, but not through the plywood. So I'm nervous about effing that up after I just spent all this time fiberglassing. And also just nervous because in my mind it just seems like the runners are just gonna like snap off. Second thing I need to get is some bigger pieces of oak, because for the front of the bow where it curves, obviously I'm not gonna be able to bend those pieces of oak that I do have. So I need to cut out that shape from a bigger piece of oak, which involves both scribing, which we know I hate, and also cutting a hardwood on a precise curve. I'm a little intimidated, but it's okay. I can do it, probably. Okay, got the supplies. Let's see how this goes.
now you just use just the pencil, you know, and
Yeah.
you just kind of go like that. And that'll give you like the next one if you want it, but.
Perfect.
Oh.
I'm just perfecting my methods a little bit here. That was actually the best scribe of my life. I had it basically perfect, and then I decided I wanted to move it, make it longer, so then it was messed up. But I had it pretty much perfect. I've never gotten one so good. And then my neighbor showed me a trick to be able to do it better. So the reason I'm redoing it is because I just did that on just a random spot on the hole, which is stupid, but I want to do it on the exact spot that the runner's actually going so that it's really, really, really perfect. This is just to stiffen up the cardboard. Three and a half.
Hey, that was a total guess. Okay, now you need a block. Oh, here you go. Oh, my sawhorse has been holding up. Okay, here's the other thing. Okay, so you see how the bottom of it, well, tape it on there. Just keep it flat all the way through.
Okay.
Just like that. Vertical like that. Damn job. Now it's how good can you cut that? I mean, so just go slow.
I'll do it perfectly. You get so exasperated by my methods. If you guys think that you think I'm annoying, imagine being a contractor who lives next door to me and sees me do all this. Oh, that's not great. Is that worse somehow?
See it? Like looking down the line?
No.
Like the little bit of waviness of it is all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's where the grinder comes in. Alright. I'm excited to see how you did.
That looks bad.
And you're gonna just have to keep working it down.
Yeah.
Actually touching. So we need to take out wherever it's touching. Let's watch 40 pants here.
Well, I think that's backwards.
Better?
Okay, better. Okay, this is the first time I've understood how scribing is actually supposed to work.
I mean, that's the thing, is you're going to have to do it like a teeny little bit at a time.
Okay.
This board isn't the straightest looking board.
No, I thought if you spent $60 on the board, it was guaranteed to be straight.
Oh, shit. Come on. No.
That is not bad. Oh my goodness, what would I even be doing if I hadn't moved here? And if my neighbor wasn't so excited about this project? I would have given up so long ago, I fear. starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. For getting this flipped over. That was probably as good a time as any to see if this thing is leaking. I'm kind of nervous. Spider. Don't panic. This is just epoxy. I cannot find any hint of a leak. That's good news. Hopefully this also means I won't get fiberglass dust all over me and itch for the rest of my life when I come back and keep working on this tomorrow morning. It is a fantastic day. I don't know how so many people like summer the best when spring and fall exist. I honestly couldn't be happier to be working on this today. I don't remember the last time my attitude was this good. Goal today is to get the runners all in place. So they're all made now. Now I just need to figure out exactly the placement, make some cuts so that the curved pieces and the straight pieces can join together. And then there's a couple of little things I need to do, like cut some angles and sand down some of the edges. And then I'll be able to attach them, and it just feels like it's all downhill from here. I know it's not gonna feel like that tomorrow or the next day or whenever, but right now this feels so exciting. I just took one more look at the plans before I made the final couple of cuts on my runners and realized the plans call for the runners, here's the bottom of the boat, the plans call for the runners to be like this, and I made them like this. No wonder this seemed so unstable in my mind, because I did it wrong. Oh my gosh, I have to decide what to do. Okay, I've had my few moments of hysteria. I had to call my dad and tell him what happened so I could think straight. I mean, I was really excited because I thought I was almost done with this, but I feel like I should be more upset about this. Basically, what has happened is I set these up on their end. It's not that clear from the pictures that they're flat in the plans, and I mean, now looking back, I could have been able to tell because from the text in the plans is how I discovered it finally, but yeah, they're supposed to be flat like this. That's not a big deal at all for the straight parts. I'll just have to recut the angles where the curved and the straight pieces were going to meet. But for the curved pieces, I think what I'm gonna try to do is Yeah, so it's about half. I'm going to try to cut again straight down the middle of this, and then take the two pieces and put them up side by side to get the width that I need. And then I'm gonna have a million different pieces glued together, and it's probably way less than ideal, but probably still better than them standing up on end. No wonder I was so worried about that. I thought, like, that's insane that this is how this is supposed to work, because it's not. Oh, this is dumb. If there's even a single one of you who hasn't lost faith in me by now, it's time. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Yeah. Been cut in half. It's been clamped together. And so far it's looking hopeful. A really stupid amount of work for an even stupider mistake, but whatever. I'm wondering, it's lining up pretty well, but obviously it's not perfect from using a jigsaw on a line I drew from tracing a scrap of wood. So luckily the bad piece, the new piece, is the one that overhangs both on the top and bottom. So I'm wondering, do I just take a router to it? Can I do that? Okay, now I'm thinking the router might not be the right choice because, again, cut with a jigsaw. I'm not sure it's perfectly square. I'm pretty sure it's not perfectly square. I guess I could try it. Well, let me very cautiously try this and see how it goes. Okay, this is actually working pretty well, but the issue is the part about how I wasn't sure it was square. It's not giving me any trouble getting it flush, really, but it's ending up, I did a little bit on this side and a little bit on this side. What I'm left with is way narrower on this side than it is over here. So it's creating like a taper, which I don't want. So I think router is out. I might need to try maybe a sander or something. Although in that case, I feel like I should glue it first. This is not even close to how I envisioned this day going. I thought I was gonna be putting the runners in place, gonna be basically ready for paint. What can you do? I mean, I guess I could try doing things right the first time. With the weather like this though, I'm having a hard time even being mad about it. If I spend all day today outside in the sunshine and accomplish absolutely nothing, that's how I aspire to spend most of my days. And now we wait. I mean, knock on wood, but I think this is not as much of a tragedy as it seemed like yesterday afternoon. This is the original curve. So this should still be good because I haven't touched it at all. The new piece that I added is bigger on both sides. So theoretically, if I can figure out a good way to just bring this down to the same level, I think I'm probably just gonna try a sander. We should be okay. I'll just have to do this 3 more times. Flip over all the straight boards, recut the angles, reconfigure my countersink situation, get new screws, and then I'll be back where I thought I was yesterday. We're so close. I can do this.